Yo, yo, yo. What the business is, YouTube? This is Clarence over here at Pursuit of Freedom. Just want to do video number 3 on Enphase Energy, man. Enphase Energy. Man, this company has been a beautiful buy for me. 70+% gained in the stock. Uh, I'm I get in and out. That's a part of my problem, but it's a part of my strength, I believe, because I'm getting better and better at spotting these topping looking type positions, right? Not positions, but topping candles. Anything that's got a long wick at the top tells me that the market is rejecting highs. But as you can see right here in this candle, the next day this thing pushed higher. So they're not always exact. It's not an exact science, but it's a sign and a symptom. I got another stock in mind that I may show later. Or matter of fact, here's one of those candles right here. Got a long fire and wick at the top, meaning that the market said that up here at $17, it's not worth that. And it got sold down. The next day, amazingly, it gapped up, they got sold down, but it continued its climb higher. That's just because this is a solid company, man. Solid company. Easy fundamentals to find, man. And I'm doing this video today for Robert J. Dupree's. Hopefully I said your name right. And I'm gonna go ahead and read the comment my reply to his comment. He said, "Where are you at? Still more room or topping out?" Robert, I absolutely do not believe that Enphase is topping out at all. I don't know. I'm not a soothsayer, so this is just my opinion. This is some food for thoughts. This is some food for your thoughts, man. Hey, I'm still in, just like I said in this here reply. For now, I've been building my position in it. You know what I mean? I get a check, you know what I mean, add a small percentage of my check into this here stock. And my money's been growing. Well, yeah, and it's had a long run since its breakout above 760. They have earnings on the 30th. I put 30th or the 31st because I had forgot looking back, but it's actually the 30th this month. So in a few days, they have earnings. And just like I put in this here reply, I'm going to get out of the way of those earnings just in case earnings are terrible. I can always buy back in. And that's just me. That's a part of my strategy. You don't have to try to match my strategy or do what it is that I do because, as I'm going to show you in a little bit, if you'd have just bought and hold and held, you'd be doing better than what I've done so far growing in this position. But me, growth is better than what's going to happen in the bank. And that's all I'm really looking for. Another thing, if you look at the chart, they always have a pullback after setting a new high, just like the overall market. So let me take a look at that for a second and explain what I mean by that. Like when they first got above 10, you know what I'm saying? It ran up for a little bit and then it had some profit taking. When it broke that high, it got up a little bit, then it had some profit taking. You're going to have some pullback. You got to have some pullback. A stock will turn into a short seller's dream if you got 10 straight days of the stock just climbing with no selling. And I just simply call that profit taking. You know what I'm saying? The stock climbs a little bit higher. Somebody who's been holding the stock way down here at $8, $7, $6, they're going to take some off the top. That's only smart. You know what I'm saying? And it repeats that over and over again. Every time it breaks a new high, it has some selling. Set a new high up here at 19, and then it sold off for a tad bit to the tune of 14%. I call that all profit taking. Look at what the stock has done. This gives big institutions a chance to buy, big investors a chance to buy, new investors, small investor, whoever finds this here company, because this company is doing solid things. And they just come right back at it. The stock just continues to climb higher. I mean, I put that comment, I replied a day ago, you know what I'm saying? And this is just at the end. It's 5:38 in the afternoon. I waited till after the market closed today to see exactly what Enphase was going to do. So this was a day ago when I put that comment in there. I didn't wait until Enphase started climbing back to put that comment in there. It's just the stock is repeating its history. Okay, so after it had this pullback above from 19, that 14% sell off, stock broke the 1914 mark, ran all the way up to 2070, and then it had some pullback. Then it has some pullback. This happens over and over again. You know what I'm saying? So the current high was at 2057, 2070 or whatever. It got above 2070, and then it's got some pullback. I mean, that's how the market works. I do not think this thing is topping out at all. That's just what I think. It ain't what I know, but I'm just watching the pattern. You know what I mean? I watched the history of it set a new high, sell off, set a new high, sell off. But each time it sells, I'm trying to master buying these bottoms right here. You know what I'm saying? So I can capitalize. Luckily, I got a paycheck, collected me a few more shares, and I'm already up on the shares that I bought. What I love about E-Trade is I can sell all 6 of my positions that I've bought in Enphase. I can sell them all individually, or I can sell them all as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So the position I bought way over here at $10, you know what I'm saying? It's up quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? But just to answer that question, man, I really do not feel like Enphase is topping out at all. Here's some reasons why. I always go to the statistics after looking at the charts. Their volume has been increasing, bro, and they just getting more attention. In the video that you responded to, I just had to watch the video up to the point where I show market cap in the video. Market cap was 1.4 billion as of May the 2nd, 2019. We just 2 months away from that. Just 2 to 3 months away from that. The average volume was 2 million. Let me go ahead on and minimize that and look at what the market cap is today. So in 2 months, they've grown by over $1 billion in market cap. Look at that average volume. The average volume is increasing. So they're getting more attention. They're getting more eyes from somewhere, man. So here we go to with some statistics. I always look at the float because with them having an 81 million float for a company that's $1 billion market cap and climbing, you know what I'm saying? I really just feel like they got more room to grow with that. That lower float makes it easier for that 3.5 million shares to push the stock higher to the tune of 5% in today. That's one of the best performing stocks, you know what I'm saying, out of the overall market. It's not the absolute top 90, not up 20, 30% or whatever, but 5% in a day, that's beautiful growth. The bank ain't gonna do that with 50 years, right? So you got total cash is what I look at next versus total debt. So I got cash and debt. They can erase all their debt right now if they wanted to. So that would make them have zero debt. They got some operating cash flow down here, some borrowed cash flow down here. But this is what I love about that. The revenue is 346 million. So if they was to get rid of all their debt, there'd be a debt-free company, and they bringing in plenty cash. Now, one thing that I did want to take a look at in that other video was the short interest, because I always look to see, because from yesterday, the short interest, a short percentage of the float was at like 10 million. Okay, so yeah, like 10% of the shares outstanding is held to the short side. People are beginning to short it. But the thing that I like is if I come back here to this video here and I scroll through a little bit, just try to get to that point where I was looking at it in this video, look at the short. Share short was 23 million as of May. So people was trying to short the mess out of Enphase. 23 million shares short as of April the 14th. So short sellers are getting out. Short sellers have been getting out of Enphase. That's a beautiful sign to me, because they getting beat up. This company's been climbing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to scroll a little more, see if I can get any more information in there. Which I can't. I ain't gonna worry about that right now. But like, what I'm trying to point out is that for some reason, shorts have been disappearing. Shorts getting up out of there. Shares short went from 23 million now down to 14 million. That's a good sign for me. I mean, they smart. They ain't finna short a stock that's climbing. You're losing money. You're losing money unless you got that kind of money to throw away in all of them fees or whatever or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so if you would have just bought this position and just held, because I'm in and out with some of my positions because I do not want to take any losses. If I get out right here and this thing dips, I can buy in with a bigger position and capitalize on more growth. All of this here that people lose in that drop down of 6 to 8%. You know what I'm saying? If I get out up here and then I buy again down here, I'm just gaining another 6 to 8%. You know what I'm saying? Instead of wishy-washy hanging into that. That's just my philosophy. What's right for you is what's right for you. But if you bought in hell up till today, you're up 102%. That's if you bought down there near $10. You know what I'm saying? What I hate is the fact that I'm an idiot and I didn't just start buying this thing when I first spotted that the chart looks beautiful. Look in this box right here. Created 10/26/2017. Pause it if you need to. Created 10/26/2017. So I've been watching this thing since $1.62. The growth on that is redonkulous. If I would have just bought that position and held it back then, but I'm sharing it and keeping it to myself. I believe this company is a great company. They got great things on the horizon. They eyeball in the future, which makes them a solid company. 20 million microconverters and counting. I don't know how much each microinverter costs, but I think it's close to like 1,000 each. Let me see. Enphase microinverter. Okay, so they're not as bad as I thought. But 20 million times 134, that's on Amazon. Uh yeah, this is the same one from the website. So 20 million times 140, they making money. And they got so many other products that's out here. Easiest way I could do research. I mean, I did. I just did. You know what I'm saying? So and counting. I don't know, man. I really think this company is a solid company. I think they got big things on the horizons. I think they're growing. Oh, but to point out, earnings whispers. Their earnings date is July the 30th. Just like I said in this comment, this is just me. You don't have to do this. This is just what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what those earnings are going to be. So I always just get out the way of the earnings if I'm in a stock and I see earnings is coming. Because if the earnings are terrible and this thing takes a dump, I'm going to be looking to collect some shares after the dump. If the earnings are great and the stock gets to jumping like Zion Williamson, I'm just going to buy back in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy back in regardless. But that's just my strategy. I really don't care nothing about what the tax man is going to take. The tax man is going to get his money because I work a job. You really have to know the type of income you're in before you start thinking, oh, I don't want to sell because of taxes, blah, this and that. But if you work a job, the tax man is in your pocket before you get your check. So you paying them taxes regardless. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a thought for another day. And I'm looking at some of these here earnings. They've been doing good earnings wise. That's 2 for 2 green. Okay, so that's 1 for 3 red. That's 2 for 4 red. So 2 out of the last 4 earnings have been bad. But then you get to the fifth earnings. So now they got more productive earnings than loser earnings. Now that's getting overwhelming. So that's 4 out of the last 6. That's 5 out of the last 7. You know what I'm saying? So 4 out of the last 8. So I mean they've got mixed earnings going back all the way to 2018, 2017. So I don't know what the earnings is going to be, and I never know how a stock is going to react to earnings. I'm telling you, it's a crazy ball game to try to play earnings. I've seen stocks have great earnings, and then the stock fall off the map. I can't explain it to you. I don't know why I do that. Make you feel like what the helicopter is going on. I've seen stocks have terrible earnings, and then the stock get to jumping like Vince Carter with the good knees. I can't call it. So I get out the way. That's just me. I get out the way of earnings. I let the earnings come. And so what? Oh man, if I would have stayed in at 2080, you know what I'm saying? Not a stock at 2280, I'd be up another $2. Look, you never gonna capture the entire move. And I'm proving that because I've been watching this thing. Look, I got stuff on this chart way down here. Way down here, man. I've been eyeballing this chart since way down her. You know what I'm saying? And this is even in trade view because I look at charts in both. I can't take my TC2000 software with me everywhere, but I love the fact that trading here is completely online and they give me earnings where TC2000 doesn't, or if they do, I haven't found it yet. But that's all I got for this video. Another rant on Enphase. I think the company is a solid buy. A solid buy. So, Robert, I'm not worried about them pulling back because if they pull back, I'm going to buy. You know what I'm saying? Like Warren Buffett. When everybody's selling, I'm buying. You hear me? This company here is solid, and I got a position that I'm constantly building in Enphase. I wish I had $100,000 in it. You know what I'm saying? And I just let that position grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. They beating what my money would be doing in the bank, hands down, every day of the week. Every day of the week, even the days I'm losing. You know what I'm saying? My overall growth from $10 and something has put me up 70+%, and that's because I've gotten out, got back in, gotten out, got back in a little bit. But that's just what I do. I'm a trader at heart. I studied traders on YouTube University. But that's all I got for this here video. Enphase Energy, man, this company is solid. No, I do not think it's topped out. I think this thing got room to grow and it just keep repeating this cycle. Set a high, some profit taking. Set a high, some profit taking, and people eat up these lower prices. I wish I had more money to buy more down here at 19 something. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to get up. At least that's my belief. If I'm wrong, don't sue me if you lose $1. You know what I'm saying? Don't sue me. I'm not a soothsayer. This is food for thought. And this is Pursuit of Freedom. Hey, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. There's more to come. I'm certain this summer has been dead. I'm going to talk about that for a quick second, man. As far as trading, I can't trade nothing. I got 8 stocks out of 2,366 that's up 20% or better. Just 8. That is disgusting. I understand now why one of my mentors, Cameron Foos, he say that he takes the summers off. And this was like a decade ago. He put the video out there. Foos 4 Part 1, Foos 4 Part 2. I've watched them that 14 hours of those videos probably 14 times, maybe even more than that, right? That's a part of digging. But he said that he takes the summers off. And this has been the first summer in my little 2 years of studying the stock market that I really see what he means. This summer has been dead. So I moved my money away from trying to day trade into buying whole for the summer because there's nothing really looking like I even want to put any time into it. And I'm watching some traders that I watch every day have this wish-washy. They win one day, lose the next day, win the next day, lose the next day. So they're going nowhere trying to day trade a slow-ass market. Hey, hit that like button once again. Subscribe to the channel. There's more coming. This is Pursuit of Freedom. Why won't this thing